All right, so this is the wet race at Zandvoort.
Right. At the Netherlands. Woo, look at that spray. You're literally and figuratively getting baptized in ACC.
Oh yeah, I know about doing these types of races.
So did you practice before this, or what
No,
was
I
the?
just jumped. Yeah, just jumped in.
Okay.
So I,
So
I mean,
you never
I
practiced Zandvoort before at all?
no, I practiced Zandvoort.
Okay. All right.
I just haven't. I didn't practice the rain race.
Not in the rain. Okay. All right. So you're familiar with the track.
I'm from yeah, so that's what I was just basically going off of. Just
Okay.
like the parts where I know to break, and now I'm just like breaking early or something.
Ooh, stormy weather.
Yeah. Oh, in the weather is on like 50% variability though. So it was starting to like lighten up on the rain, and then it got real heavy towards the end.
Isn't that crazy when you start messing with the weather variables?
Yeah,
Like you do like those 60-minute races, right?
yeah.
And then you add like the very like that's what well, I almost sound like a goddamn salesman for ACC at this point. But I'm just saying, in terms of realism in sim, it's like think about like a race that's like 60, 90, 120 minutes, 2 hours or something, right? You're not gonna just get consistent rain for that amount of time, right? It'll lighten up at some points and then get heavier at other points, or it'll be heavy at certain points of the track, light on other points, right? So it adds to that realism.
Yes.
All right, so far, man, looking pretty good. Got through that first lap here.
All right.
Played it safe right there. Okay. Now, this is going to sound like a weird question, right? Because I've never used like the direct drives
Yeah.
especially on ACC. But I mean, do you feel like the tires slipping?
Yeah, I do.
Tire slip? Do you feel tire slip?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I do. Like the steering wheel gets light.
Right. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, like, how does it translate?
Yeah, it gets light with a subtle, pressure. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh, you saved it. Woo! Okay. All right.
It's slippery out there, man.
Hey. Oh man, had me nervous for a second. What car is this, by the way, again?
This is
I'm
the
trying to
Audi,
see.
the Audi R8.
Audi.
Yeah,
You can't get away from that R8, can you?
I can't, man. This track is very scary, man, because it's a very fast track when it's not raining. But it's like I'm telling you, it's like war being out here on this track, man.
Dude, you know what this track is like to me? It's like a go-kart track on steroids.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Zandvoort just kind of reminds me of a kart track for some reason.
Yeah, it's always like slingshotting you, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It has a kart track feel to it. Very cow speedish. because especially like Cal Speed towards like I think on the east end of the track, there's slight banking. There is a little bit of a hill you go up. It's
Yeah.
banking. So if you know in Zandvoort, look like there's some elevation change here, and there's some bank. Um, that one turn towards the end of the circuit, I can't remember. I don't know the names of it, but it's a banked curve. I mean, hell, look at even this right here, right?
Yeah.
Kind of snaking up through. Okay, up. Then we're coming here. Here's right here. Boom. Look at that. Right. Do you notice a difference between the R8 and ACC and the R8 and iRacing?
So there's a difference, but they drive very similar. So the characteristics have transferred over pretty good.
All right, so there's more similarities and differences.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's more similar. Like one thing I like about the Audi is that it rotates through the apex pretty good. Both ACC and iRacing they do the same thing. It's just there's subtle differences, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Ferrari overall is a very stable car in both iRacing and ACC.
Yeah, I mean, we hear that like basically the Ferrari is like the easiest car to drive in both platforms, right? Like I said, I've never just got into doing the Porsche stuff. At this point, Porsche is the only car I would drive in ACC, and AC for that matter. Just just a different variant of the 911.
Yeah,
But I don't have I can't compare it to iRacing.
gotcha. Yeah, but it was a tough race. Really, I couldn't gain. I was gaining ground, but then I mean you'll see. But it's just a tough race. It's kind of like stalemate.
Well, it's in the wet, right?
Yeah, it's hard to move up.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, I think too. I think driving in the wet is a different beast, right? Because I think we talked about this on the last live stream when you did the what was it? Was that at where'd you do that wet race at?
Did it
The last
at
one? That
uh,
wasn't Snetterton, was it?
no. Oh, Brands Hatch.
Brand Hat. Um, and we were talking about how like you have to kind of oftentimes take the offline because that's where less of the grease and the oil is, right? So you'll have less water standing in certain parts of the track. So for each one of these tracks, it becomes like a practice session of like where are those alternative lines at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why like there's just certain guys that are like what they call rainmeisters. Right? There's just certain guys that you put them in the wet and they just kill it. They kill the game, right? Whereas other guys, they're so used to driving the most efficient line possible that even in the wet, they drive on the greasiest part of the track,
Yeah.
which actually hinders performance, right? So it's a different thought in philosophy when you drive in the wet, and it takes a lot of practice. And I'm noticing just like what you're saying, it's like, okay, it's not as if these guys are leaving me, right? They're right there. Because I'm looking, I was going to ask you, like, does the spray,
Yeah.
does it affect visual acuity?
Yes,
Like
it does.
the spray from the back, from the back of the car in front of you.
Yeah, it's not probably that bad right now, but like
Closer.
towards 3 minutes, that's when it's gonna get real bad.
Right. And so, like, I noticed even things like, okay, when we did that one where I did the wet race at night, right?
Yeah,
So you
Kalami.
get Kailami, and you get behind the cars with the spray, and then let's just say also you have lower light levels. Okay, watch. Pay attention when you're looking at this car back here, and you're going to go to the end of the turn. Oftentimes, depending on the amount of spray coming behind the car, it actually clouds the apex of the turn.
Yeah.
See, like look at this right here.
Yeah, I know. You can't really see anything to the last
There,
moment.
you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't know if you have to really rely more on rhythm and timing.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really rhythm. It's rhythm and timing. But the bad thing about it is, I'm
like,
going with
dude,
the
that's a
rhythm and
crowd.
timing. Huh?
A crowd.
Yeah. Remember I told you,
Yeah.
right? I put them in there. Uh, but sometimes it's hard to go with the rhythm because you got three erratic cars in front of you. You know?
Oh, okay. Remember we was rating the race that I did at Mount Panorama, and I got thrown off when we were coming down the hill. And I
Yeah.
was telling you, I was like, dude, where I was screwing up was I'm looking at the car and not the white lines on the track.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I was asking you about the spray, because the spray oftentimes, depending on the turn that you're coming into, the approach, the spray makes it even hard for you to see the apex. Like,
Hmm.
look at right here.
I almost lost it too.
This is an excuse, you guys, for those that would be listening into this. We're merely pointing out, things that can hinder performance in, say, like a wet race.
Yeah.
And
Look
if
right now. I can't see nothing.
you can't see nothing, right?
That's why my line was so bad. I couldn't
There you
see.
go. Exactly, exactly. I'm glad that literally just happened right there.
Like right now, I can't see anything.
You go. There's another example. Look at
I'm just really going off faith now at this point. You
that. You have good faith.
hear him?
Crowd agrees. The crowd agrees.
Right.
Okay, there's another example right there. Maybe you find like markers off to like the left of the track,
Yeah.
so that you don't necessarily need to rely on ooh the track itself, but
Yeah.
if you look off, right, the spray isn't gonna, like, say, like one of the light poles, if you know, okay, or flag poles
Hmm.
start breaking when I hit the second one, right? The spray is not going to affect if your vision in seeing that second flagpole. So maybe it's other landmarks or something.
Yeah.
So far, so good, man. You've done like two good. Ooh, did I speak too soon?
Yeah, you did.
Oh
Oh,
shoot!
yo, he fought back. Man, these like computer cars, man. They're like bricks out there.
What are you? Is this at 92 again?
He said, "Is that what?"
The AI setting, is it at 92?
Yeah, 90 and then 70 aggression.
Okay.
I mean, they're
You know,
pretty
you know
fast.
that's that's another conversation we're gonna have for a live stream. AI versus like other people.
I think that running the AI so high is really helping me though.
Well, okay, yeah, we can get into that and talk about it. That's what I try to. That's the approach I try to take. Is that AI is the ultimate training tool, because there's a human equation, right? AI is working on a set of variables, and it's working on a set of algorithms based on variables, right? And that's all based on data taken from actual cars. So all these cars, based on the aggression, AI setting, all that, they're gonna function a certain way. All right. Humans, on the other hand, are way more craftier. Okay. AI doesn't necessarily read what you do, and then try to do duck and dodge moves and stuff like that. It,
Hmm.
it basically just goes more aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas Humans, they can kind of sell you the dummy, you know, you know, outbreak you, there's a lot of things where humans, the racecraft is slightly different. I
Mhm.
haven't seen the AI do do quite the things that I would see humans do. That would include dumb shit.
Yeah,
Wait, are we getting a light level change also?
yeah. It's getting dark.
Getting darker. Wow. Ooh, this is ugly conditions right about now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shit,
Like
you can't hardly. That's why I've been telling you, dude. Like, my ass wears glasses, dude. I'm looking at this. I'm like, ooh, this is nasty.
think about this in real life.
Ugh, I dread.
Yeah, but right now I'm like, man, come on. These are fun though.
Hell yeah, they are. Look at the clouds and all that stuff, dude. Like, you just get lost in this after a while.
Yeah, I know.
Oh What just happened?
Oh shit is I break extremely too late.
Was that the end of the race?
Yeah, that was it, man. Cause I braked extremely too late, bro.
But wait. I'm trying to figure out if I have to deduct points for this. Was the race already over? Okay, did you finish the race and then you did that? Or did you
No,
do that?
that was the last lap.
I know, but was the race done and then you
No, it
smacked him?
wasn't done. It wasn't done. That was
Oh,
the that
God,
was going into the last lap.
dang, man, I got to deduct points, man. Damn.
I know,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, it's pretty dang good, man. There was the first off, but you didn't hit anything. Okay,
Oh
that
yeah,
happened.
where I saved
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that happens. You have seen plenty of races. Dudes go off at the beginning of the race. The track is still very slippery, right? They haven't. There's been no heat in the tires. You haven't kind of really driven out a dry line on the track, so the car's just kind of hydroplane off, right? But you saved it. Okay. Couple of bumps and nudges, but okay, it's a wet race. That happens, right? It just kind of happens. So I think there was just the one off where you kissed the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, not too bad considering the pace. Okay, you're driving a pretty good pace. You were behind the group of cars, but the cars behind you couldn't get in front of you, right? So we were running good wet weather pace. Is just like I said, man. That the wet weather setup, you may have to like start doing some tweaking. So you can go you go in there and you can choose the wet weather setup, but then you could still go in and then just say choose a slightly hotter engine map, right? Where we've got the wet weather setup, but the motor's kicking down a little bit more, and if we're doing it right, maybe we can transmit some of that power down to the ground a little bit more, and kind of maybe gain a little bit of an edge. So I think that there's some performance gains to be had there, but just in your positioning, it wasn't like the guys behind you were trying to pass you. Okay, and I could see it was very hard to like try to get up to those group of guys, because look, even those group of guys ahead of you, they weren't exactly dicing and passing each other. They were just in a train, and you were just slightly behind it. But it's wet weather race, right? It is what it is. Dude, okay, the pure smack into the back.
Yeah.
That would have legit ended your race.
Right.
And would have resulted in a whole rebuild of the front end of the car.
Yeah.
So
Man.
that one,
I braked extremely too late. Like I don't know if I couldn't see or my head, like my attention veered to the
I
left
was
or
gonna say,
something.
did you kind of look off or something?
Honestly, I think my mind wandered or something. I think it had to wonder because I went straight into.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. What the hell? I thought the race was over. You were like, nah, dude, I just crashed into, man. That was the last lap right there.
that was white flag right there.
We were discussing the effects of like the spray coming off the back of the cars, for example, right? How that affects the vision on the track, right? We have to take these things into consideration. I'm gonna go with a 7.2.
Okay, that's fair.
7.2 because, like I said, the little bumps and nudges, I'm writing that shit off.